Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope the sound comes out good. The reason why I'm like, people are probably like, why is this man eating his mic? It's like right in his mouth. Is because the sound's kind of messed up. It won't come out right. So I kind of gotta like fucking shove that shit down my throat. Sorry about that. Um, I just wanted to make a video in result to the election of who won. Obama won, so that's good. Go Obama. I voted for Obama, and I believe he's the man to get it done. I believe he's a good man. I mean, aside from that, he's still a politician, and he's not perfect. And I know how sneaky and underhanded politicians can be. And I'm sure he's got his skeletons under his closet as well. But you know, other than his skeletons, he seems like he wants to help the country. He wants to do right for the country. Now, this is not to down talk Mitt Romney because Mitt Romney, I mean, they caught him in a lot of lies, and it just made him look really bad, and a lot of that stuff was fact. But at the same time, he could have. Who knows? Maybe he could have done a good job. As the president. I don't know. I don't want to down talk Republicans. Just because of the bad rep that they get, and but Democrats get a bad rep too. But you know, I think that we need Democrats and Republicans, to balance shit out. It shouldn't just be like one party that represents everything. You kind of need Republicans too to balance stuff out. Just as long as, Democrats do their part and Republicans do their part, equally. That's the hard part because Democrats want to be greedy and Republicans want to be greedy. They both want to do things only solely in their own way, but you can't do that. You got to be fair. So maybe one day we'll get there. But besides all that, um, what I wanted to talk about was like the the votes of the population, like of the Hispanic or Latin, I don't know, any kind of Hispanic, Latin, Guatemalan, Salvadorian, any of them, Puerto Rican, was you know, a huge percentage of them, voted for Obama, and I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. A lot of them, it was a high, it was like, I think it was a really high percentage, and I just think about like all the stuff that was said before, that all the tension between like blacks and Hispanics, how we didn't get along, and how much feuding we have, and da 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 da. Of course, blacks and whites we have tension, but you know all that stuff. Because I remember back in the day, there was a lot of, fighting against blacks and Mexicans, like in L.A., certain parts of L.A., and it looked like blacks and Hispanics like hated each other, like they were fucking just like, "Ugh, I can't stand you, fucking black asses," and they were like, "Fuck you, beaners," and But obviously, this shows that when the Hispanics voted in such a large number for Obama like that, obviously it shows that things have changed, and that they got our back. By Obama being black, they said, look, we got your back. Which is really cool, and you know I think we should thank them for that. Because by having Obama in the White House, it shows diversity. It's like the first black president. And that opens the doors probably for it's going to open the door and shed some light for a Hispanic president, maybe a Mexican president, or an Asian president, or a Middle Eastern president. In my opinion, I think that it would be good to see like an Asian president or a Mexican president or any of those, because us different cultures have kind of like different views and we experience different things. So it'd be interesting to have them as the president, to see what they would offer with what they've learned and how their culture runs, that can offer to the country. Maybe it may be something really cool that we've never seen. You guys understand what I'm saying? Just different cultures, just to see what would happen, how they would run the country. Also a female president would be nice to see. That would be pretty cool. So basically, I just wanted to say that aside from all the tension and stuff that we had, I just want to be like, that's cool that the Hispanics looked out, for the black race. I'm not just saying just Hispanics, because obviously a lot of white people voted, Indian, all races have voted for him like equally. It's not about that. This is just a video to talking about like, because of the tensions that the black and Hispanics had towards each other. I'm just saying that, this kind of seeing that high percentage kind of puts that to rest. Kind of makes it look like, wow, well, Hispanics got our back. So if there's a Hispanic president or Mexican president, we need to have their back because we're not exactly the same, but we are similar. Blacks and Hispanics are similar in a lot of ways, but we are, as culture-wise, it is different, But as far as being in the same boat in this country, and some standards and morals, and some of them Hispanic families be whooping their kids' ass, and some of them don't. Most black families, we get our ass whooped, but some of them don't. That's not always the key to discipline a child. I'm not saying that is, but I'm just saying, you know, a lot of stuff between blacks and Hispanics. A lot of them grow up in the same neighborhoods, and we're very similar in a lot of ways. So I think it's good that you know, we should stick together. Not just blacks and Hispanics, but all minorities should stick together so that we can have our voice heard and we can come up, in America as well. But big, huge percentage in them, and I want to give thanks to them and say, good looking out. So we should have their back if there's a Hispanic president, because I'd like to see how that would come out too. I'd like to see that. I'm glad, I'm proud that there's a first black president of the United States. I'm really happy to see that. I'm happy to see that. I thought I'd never see that. Tupac said he'd never see that shit. If he was alive, he'd be tripping right now. He'd be like, what the fuck? That's cool. But I also want to see, a Latin president. I want to see an Asian. I want to see all kinds of, almost every race, and to see what they can offer to the table and how it would turn out. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And I hope everybody is happy with the results. And let's see what he does in these 4 years. We're going to see if he does good. He's done good so far. Um, Obviously, he can't do everything in 4 years, so we're going to see what he can do. And hopefully he does well. And for the Republicans who are bummed out, he said he'd be your president, so hopefully he'll be your president. And I'm pretty sure maybe after the next 4 years, Republican will get back into office, and we'll see what they can do. But thanks for listening, and let me know your opinions and your comments on it, or whatever. This is only the second video I've ever made in my entire life in my YouTube career, so I don't really know. Of course, there's going to be people who disagree with me and say I'm weird and say, oh, that doesn't make any sense, or come with all these statistics. I don't really care. I'm just shedding my opinion. That's all. So, alright. All y'all take care. Peace out. And later.